vulnerable will one day become an honorable. And according to Plato, he said, an unexamined lifestyle is not worth living. Hello guys, good morning everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Okoye Peter. This is how I welcome you to my channel. And this channel, this is where I create content as regards education, general lifestyle and personal development. Yeah, stick with me as I have an interesting topic to discuss or to dialogue with you today. Okay, yeah, in this topic we are going to deliberate on an issue that regards communication. Yes, communication is an integral part of our lives. Yeah, communication has to deal with the integral part of our everyday life. So we are going to treat a very important topic that will that will spread its legs on communication. Yes. Okay, in this topic, we are going to deliberate on the 6 major ways to avoid stuttering. The 6 major ways to avoid stuttering. Stuttering can otherwise be called stammering. Yes, and in this video, I am going to tell us all you need to know about stuttering, stammering, and the ways to avoid it. Yeah, stuttering is a speech disorder. It involves the repetition of words, syllables, or sounds. Stuttering can also be said to mean the prolonging sounds unnecessarily. Yes, it is the interruption in the normal flow of speech. Stuttering in Nigeria we do call it as stammering. Yes, and it's the repetition of words. It comes naturally, and it has no cure. So some people stutter from birth, just like me as an example. I stutter, but not all the time, and I've been applying some practical tips to stop it, which is encouraging to me, and I am improving on it. So I'm going to share the tips to you so that you would also be enlightened as to how to go about this. Okay, there are 6 in number. Stuttering has no cure. Let me briefly deliberate on. You see, I'm stuttering. It has no cure, but let me briefly deliberate on it. The wartime British Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, he stutters. So he was a great Prime Minister, but he stuttered. But it didn't stop him from performing his duties right to the end of the Second World War. So many great men, many influential people stutter. So it's not a death sentence. It has no cure, and those living with it should embrace it. They should live with it. If wanting to stop it, they should apply some practical tips that will help them stop it. Okay, stick with me to this video as I take them bit by bit. Okay, number 1 is speak at a low pace. Speak at a low pace. Remember, it's the 6 practical steps to stop it. Speak at a low pace. Don't rush your speech. Take it bit by bit. Take it gently. With that, you can be able to express yourself without having to repeat that words or sounds. Speak at a low pace. It's very, very important. Don't speak too fast. People who stutter always speak very fast, and those at the other end may not comprehend what they are trying to say. So speak at a low pace. Very, very important. Number 2, read aloud to yourself when alone, or practice with a person who doesn't stutter. Let me take it bit by bit. Also, read aloud to yourself when alone. You can bring a scripted material, read what is in it aloud, so as to practice on how to speak effectively without having to stutter. So, or you can practice with somebody who doesn't stutter. You should exchange some words. If he says a word, you say it back. If he says another one, you say it back. So with this you can be able to improve on how you speak. So read aloud. Take any scripted material, whether it's a book or newspaper or anything, read aloud to yourself so that you can be able to master the art of speech and the art of public speaking. Let me also tell us, stuttering won't hinder you to practice any profession as regards communication. Maybe being a journalist or a public speaker or an MC. Stuttering shouldn't hinder you from that, as some practical tips can be applied in order to speak effectively, which we are deliberating in this video. Number 3, find synonymous words to those words that will make you to stutter. Find synonymous words to those words that will make you to stutter. For example, if saying silence please will make you to stutter, rather say be quiet please. You see how I used it? If silence please will make you to stutter, rather use be quiet please. The both words are synonymous. You are still passing the same message. So those words that will make you to stutter, rather find an alternative to it so that you won't stutter. That's very, very important. It's a practical tip. You can also do it. Okay, number 4 is learn how to control your emotions. Otherwise, it can lead to stuttering unnecessarily. Learn how to control your emotions. When you are angry, most of the times when you are angry, that's the moment people stutter a lot. And that's why those who stutter, you don't make them angry anyhow, or else they might hit you with anything, anything present, whether it's a chair or a stick or even a stone, they might hit you. So don't always make people who stutter angry, to avoid the unknown. But as a stutter, you can always learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to be happy most of the times. Even when you are happy, over happy, emotions have to do with either you're happy, either you're sad, either you are lousy and the rest. So at the peak of the emotions you express will make you to stutter. Whether you're angry or whether you're too happy, it can make you to stutter. So learn how to control emotion, and don't always make any person to make you angry. Don't always get into loggerheads, otherwise you stutter and people might laugh at you. So learn how to control your emotion. Even if you find yourself being angry or what have you, learn how to control your emotions. It's very, very important. Emotions can lead to stuttering, that's stammering in other words. Okay, number 5 is acceptance. Always accept. Like I said earlier, it's not a death sentence. Always accept the fact that you stutter and apply practical tips to stop it, which I have listed. I am still listing. So acceptance, accept yourself. This stuttering, it causes, in most cases, it causes depression. You see, I am stuttering. I am not afraid of that, and I accept myself that I am a stutter, and I am people, my classmates, people outside there who don't even know that I stutter. So accept the way you are. Accept the fact that you are stuttering, so that it's not when you speak to people and you stutter, they begin to laugh at you. It can cause depression, and of course depression can lead to suicide. So accept the fact that you stutter, so that to give you that peace of mind, so that when you speak, people know that you stutter. They won't, or when you're about speaking, even as a public speaker, as a journalist, you tell people that you stutter. Don't laugh at me, you stutter. They will understand. So when you stutter, they will know that it's natural. It's just natural. You didn't learn how to stutter. Like, it just came naturally. So acceptance, and that acceptance goes with the emotional aspect of it. So accept yourself that you stutter. Otherwise, depression might come in, and of course suicide. And of course, when friends are making jest of you or mocking you that you stutter, it has a psychological breakdown on the victim. That's on the person who stutters. So accept the fact that you stutter. You are a human being just like others. Stuttering is just a speech disorder, and it can be handled, it can be minimized. That's it. The last but not the least on my list is seek guidance from a pathologist. Yes, seek guidance from a speech expert. You see, I stutter, and you watching me know that I stutter. If you read my lips and what I have said so far, you also know that there are points where I stutter, and so you just accept yourself. That's why the 5th tip is very, very important. And also visit a pathologist or a linguist as to how to guide you, as to how you would minimize distance, minimize stuttering. Like I said earlier, it's not a death sentence. Please, don't feel depressed that you stutter, or don't feel ashamed of yourself to speak in the public that you stutter. No, rather pass that information across and stutter at the information, so that people will know that you stutter. Of course, people knowing that you stutter wouldn't take anything away from you. That's very, very important. Number 7, which is the last but not the least. Sorry, not number 6, don't mind me. So number 7 is always don't speak all the time. This one is coming from my head now. It's off script. So don't talk all the time. Don't be too loquacious. Loquacious is a talkative. Don't talk when necessary. Don't always involve yourself in discussions, unnecessary conversations, because too much of you speaking all the time will always make you to stutter and to show yourself to others that you stutter. So don't be too loquacious. Don't talk all the time. Learn how to talk at a subsidized rate. So with these 7 tips I have given, or I have outlined, if practiced judiciously, it can be able to minimize the way we stutter. As for people who stutters, so guys, I've come to the end of this video, and I hope this video made a lot of sense to you. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. It's very, very important. Your subscription helps me a lot. So that's what gives me the motivation to always do more. So information is power, and let's keep to it. So, and guys, please, depression is real. Depression is very, very real. As a student, you can be able to fight it, in the 4 years journey, or otherwise in your school. So this topic is one of those things that can lead someone to depression as a student. And remember, it doesn't affect your career if your career is towing to the part of communication, like being a journalist, being an MC. It doesn't stop you wanting to become what you want as regards communication. So don't feel depressed. Depression is real, and always apply practical tips to always fight against depression. These are power. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. What more would I have to say? Peace.